I didn't really realize the suspending was going to do that, so we'll chill for a second. Oh, man. Part 2, Chapter 2. We'll pretend that didn't happen. As these people filter back in and realize that I'm an idiot. Don't worry about that. All's good over here. Oh my god. Let me keep pretending I know what I'm doing. For all your YouTube needs, by the way, go check out Real Easy. I don't. He's the video dude of the group, clearly. Okay, so after you suspend on that alert and you decline that alert, you're gonna be in this like little SP state. Well, I guess DMSP, almost online state, whatever it may be, right? So you can actually check your cars out in this state. You can return back the trailer in this state. You can select the beast in this state. You can bring the trailer online in this state, which, you know, I don't really think that I have time or desire to describe all that, but you know, when you're in here, you can find your cars, whichever one you feel like bringing online. We'll do, what's one of these weird shiny ones? Do one of these 3D ones like this, where the hell this is. So you got the car you want. Just gonna pause. Join your friends. Boom, boom, boom. And you just hit X. You don't have to worry about like reloading the menu or any of that weird stuff. Loading in the next session with the ghost menu or the car not spawning, all that other stuff that happens with Blue Lights Way. It's just a little bit more consistent for me. Plus, when people have like a ton of street cars and they're all Sultans, it's just such a mess that I honestly need to go get a visual of what car I've brought on or what needs to be next, whatever it may be. But that state is super useful. If I go back in there, I'll show you guys how to do like the beast. Actually, I probably should, because that's the message people keep asking me. How do you get the beast online? How do you do that? And it's really not that difficult. I just don't know if it's been described within the threads or something like that. I really don't know. Why is everyone cussing you out on Twitter? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good question. You let me know. Okay, so I have way too many friends online, so it probably just put me in a completely random session. Doesn't really matter. Whoa there. Whoa there. It says your account got suspended on Twitter. What? I don't know. I don't know. Are you at the right place? So I'm staring at my Twitter. Hello? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. So yeah, anyways, that's really just like the basis of spawning cars. Whichever way you want to do it, you just need to spawn it as you're coming into the session, into the clouds. Whichever way. Super easy, super easy. The give cars to friends. I'll demonstrate that, because people keep asking me about that shit too. One second, let me get my other account in here. I'm going to try, at least if I can, then I'll just show you guys how to do the beast. I think it's letting me in. Cool. Go check your Twitter. Reset it. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I really don't know what you're talking about, man. Is it letting my other guy in here? I'm still in the sky. One sec. Uh-oh. Who's this? Lizard mods? Is this lizard mods? Is this thing? That's pretty cool if we just landed up in there. Did my guy make it though? That's the question. I did. Cool. Oh god. Am I talking within this lobby? Is this like game chatting? That's not good. Voice chat, crew and friends. Uh-oh. Well, if you're in this lobby and you hear me talking to myself, I'm doing a thing. So just, you know. Okay. Give me a second, I'll get my other dude out here with this MOC and I'll show you guys the gift cards and stuff that you need to know. It's all super quick. I promise you it's going to be a lot easier than doing all that casino stuff. Like, I couldn't even tell you half the steps to these casino gift cards to friends. I just drop cards off to people down there and they do their thing. I don't even know how it works. Can DMO work on Xbox? From what I understand, yes. Can tell you the first thing about it, go check ship's thread and it'll probably tell you how to do all that. He was once an Xbox child. Okay, gift cards to friends. Super simple. We're not gonna mess it up this time, okay? Okay, buddy who's receiving, right here. We're gonna pretend he doesn't have DM. Buddy who's receiving, obviously has his scooter out. You get on, put your menu up. Like this. He's gonna go right D-pad. Easy enough. Oh, the one thing I don't think I have is my user location setting, so I've already messed this up, but it's okay because I can fix that on my own. Actually, you know what? Probably quicker just to ride up in there. We'll just ride up in there. No big deal. Oh, now we're stuck. Here, I don't want to mess this up, so we'll just do it the long way. I'm hit enter alone. I don't like doing anything like enter with friends or anything too crazy. Like, you really don't want to risk getting black screens because that's like just the end all of glitches, so just be super careful in what you're doing and stuff like that. This is a terrible thing to do in a public session, by the way. Let's hope this goes smooth. Okay, so if you didn't see it earlier, to get to your invitations or whatever you need to do, jobs, whatever the hell it is in the middle, right, up and at the same time. Accept that. People are subscribing. Please don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. I promise I don't do this often. Okay, so in the MSC, this is where you want your car to go. So this is where you're going to set your user location. Makes sense, right? Okay, so you definitely don't need to have DM to freeze your friend, by the way. You know, you could just, one thing that BMX showed me the other day is the character wheel thing. You know, just get the alert up for the character wheel. I think honestly, just like holding up the interaction menu in general gets you frozen enough to stop you from going in the MOC. You don't have to get frozen. You just need to stop going in the MOC. That way when you get thrown in there, it just kind of completes the path. And gift cards to friends, super crazy. Hashtag founder, oh my god, amazing. Okay, so your friend's gonna write D-pad, you get kicked off. Person with DM is going to be in the driver's seat, so you can throw your buddy into that MOC there. So you're just gonna sit here. Oops, I would just like to clear this up. Ready to go there on where you're trying to put your vehicle. Friend is gonna come over here. Oh, I need to back this up. Sorry, I have dupes on the other character's screen. You guys are gonna learn all about these dupes everywhere. Trust me, they're a lot of fun. So the friend's gonna hold triangle to kick you out of the car. You warp as you're getting kicked out of the car, and you'll see how that works here. Dude will get the car. Easy enough. Boop, you warp. Homie gets the car. On my other screen I can see him here. I'll warp back over here so you can watch him drive out of the MSC. One sec. And I don't know if the way that Shift found it is shared on his thread, which is like you put the car in, the person drives out, drives back in, you get a black screen, you know, just like have your friend kick you from a job or whatever it is. But I just like this better now because you don't get that. You don't get the black screen, you don't have to do the job, your MOC doesn't go anywhere, you don't have to wait for it to, you know, the cooldown or drive back in, yada yada yada. Boom. Gift cards to friends. And the good thing about doing it this way too is because you can steal people's cars. You know, you can take your friends' cars, and you can also do vehicles that you cannot drive back into the MOC like we needed with the original method. So like special vehicle stuff, like Runa 2000s, whatever, you could do it this way. Super, super simple. What else really needs to be shown? I guess the beast. The beast is the one thing people keep asking me about. But that is going to end the stream again if I do that, so I will just explain it to you because it's really not that difficult. So what you would do is get back to that DM state, you know, pull up one of the alerts, quit DM, return to trailer, and you're going to either suspend on that or you're going to lag out on that. So once you're in that DM state, just return to the trailer and select the wild animal, and then go online. That's really it. Like, I'm sure that's described somewhere. It's got to be in Easy's video or something. I don't know why I keep getting that question, because it really is that easy. Just get back to that state to where you can enter into the trailer, select the wild animal, come online. Super duper simple. I'm not going to go into all the trailer stuff, because that is just like a whole pain in the ass. You know, we're just going to have to wait for Easy to get the video and all that stuff. But if you want me to try to describe it to you, same thing. You just get back into that weird SP state. You're gonna enter the trailer one time, and then you're gonna go back to the main menu of the trailer and actually hit enter director mode. That's super important. You don't want to select the actor, you want to hit enter director mode. So then you're just going to hover over return to casting trailer. You'll hit pause. You'll go to choose character, swap character, whatever the hell it says in SP. I think it's choose character. And then once you're hovering over choose character, you're going to be spamming through. What that's going to do is accept that alert to return you to the trailer at the same time that you're going to the character selection screen, which kind of masks it, so it allows you to pull the trailer online. Because there was a couple patches, they really fucked everything up. It used to be a lot easier than that. But yeah, then once you're in the trailer, you just hit X, and it takes you to a session with the trailer invisible menu, so you better know how to navigate it if you're trying to do this. It's easy in theory, but I mean, you don't see what you're doing, so you kind of have to just know how to navigate the menu. And that's really like the basics of it. The other thing that people just seem to be struggling with is blue screens, which is, like I said earlier, the interior. Do not have your spawn location like right here, and then try to spawn a car right here. You're gonna blue screen immediately. Immediately. Don't even do it. Spawn location inside. And that's really the gist of it. Got DM online about how to spawn cars in DM menu. Jesus, I literally just did all that. I'll show you how to do blue lights way. How about that? It's a little bit less consistent, but it still works. It's really not that difficult. We'll just pick any one of these cars. Adder, doesn't matter. So you got the car you want to spawn in the next session, right? Or in this session if you're coming to join your buddy. Hover over it, hold the interaction menu, close this one, and then you're either gonna find a new session if you're just trying to do it solo. If you're doing like streetcars, or I think Shift will describe his solo way to store them if he hasn't already. Like I said, I haven't read the thread, I don't know. Or you could join your friends to land in the same session, join crew members, whatever it is. I really recommend setting up just an easier way to join on the people that you're trying to do this with, so you're not just like landing in random sessions, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. But we'll just do find new session for the hell of it. So when you do that, hit the menu in the background, you hold the interaction, press X, it's going to select the car that you wanted, it's going to be waiting for you in the next session. Super, super simple. How do you glitch out with the DM guy? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Glitch out in which way? That's a very vague statement. Jack the camera guy. I can hear people. Hello? Oh god, it's taking me forever to load into this. Anyways, so when you drop into the next session, wherever you're standing as you did all that, wherever you hit X and wherever you left the session, your fancy new car is going to be waiting there for you. That's how you spawn cars. You just got to spawn them in the sky as you're coming into a session or something like that. Whichever way you want to go about doing that. This is the way I do it. It's the way Blue Light found it. There's probably another way to do it. There's a million ways to do it. Damn, so when this gets patched, it's over for GTA. I mean, that's kind of been like the general vibe of it, but I guess it depends on your perspective, because it's like, it's not the only thing to do in the game. It was the only thing we did in the game for a long time, so that's kind of why we felt like that, but I don't even play this anymore. I stopped playing this like a week or two ago on a serious level, so I'm here to help y'all as you guys continue to store cars. I stored what I needed to do, so you said earlier you can use the DMO guide to freeze for gift cards to friends. Oh yeah, I mean, for the way that I did it, and he doesn't have to be the DM guy. There's a couple different ways you can stop yourself, or I guess you can stop your friend from going into the MOC. The one way that I do it is just holding the interaction button, or holding the touchpad to bring up the interaction menu, and sitting on the back stops them from going in. Another way to do it is if you hold down on the D-pad, flick to one of the SP characters, bring up that alert, stops them from going in. However y'all feel like doing it. You just gotta stop the person going into the MOC with one vehicle and then throw them into the MOC with a different vehicle. Two-step gift cards to friends. Y'all cannot mess that up. Y'all cannot mess that up. This isn't one of those killer gaming things. Two steps. And I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything covered. Except for the outfits, like I said. Shifter really easy, we'll have to go over that. I'm not about to suspend and do another video just so I can show you guys how to do that. All I care about is the cars. So yeah, I think that's the basics of everything you guys need to know. There's probably more you guys can figure out. It's kind of why I was just showing you guys the concept of how to, push vehicles in the places you want them to go, complete the path. Pretty crazy concept, pretty simple stuff though. And it's probably applicable in other areas. So maybe you guys will figure out some cool stuff, like maybe how to store some airplanes easier, whatnot, what have you, without having to do all that stuff. Who knows, who knows. Time might be limited, so have fun. Store a bunch of cool stuff. I look forward to seeing all the cool shit everyone's got. I am going to go lose at Fortnite and then go to bed.